quick review for everything you guys been working this week. Okay, so on your back, please. So open guard passing. It's good to think of passing a guard. You have your right and your left side, and it's very good to chain it. And so that's what we're gonna do. But before we start chaining, it's good to start isolating one side, right? Like so here, he's got very good defense because he has both legs. But the minute I start to control one of the legs, right? And the other thing is you wanna control both upper and lower body, because if I just control lower, he can arm drag me, right? If I just control upper, he can triangle, arm bar, sweep. So as I start to pass open guard, I start to control like one side, and at the same time there's a lot of things going on. Like I'm pinning the leg, number one, I'm controlling the top, right? And I start to move. And now that I'm trapping one side, I'm only dealing with one half of his body, whereas here I'm dealing with all four limbs. I don't know if that makes sense. So I start to neutralize the bottom part, okay? It's okay if he frames because I have this anchor grip and I'm pinning. If I don't pin the leg, he's gonna spider grip my bicep. Yeah, he just give me a lot of trouble, or lasso, or anything. So it's very important that I pin the leg and I grab, okay? And then my head likes to stay low, my hips high. Because if I stay like this, there's not a lot of leverage to push down. Now I'm using strength. But here I'm using weight, gravity, pressure. The higher my hips are, the easier it is to maneuver. I can put the crown of my head on his hip. I don't have to. I can also put on his chest or underneath his neck, right? And I could always come back to knee cut, which is a little different. That's another option to chain. But I would like to pass this way. And if he brings his other leg around, I can beat it. I can beat it by going all the way to north-south. Now I can do this from open guard from the beginning. I could do it from open guard while dealing with what I call traffic, with all this mess here. It's just a very simple and effective way of passing. And when in doubt, like when you're really struggling with passing someone's guard, especially when they're good, this is a great option. One of my favorites, actually. So you can start pinning the leg with two hands, but you have to work your way up very soon. Because like I said, here I'm giving him that arm drag, or here, right? So I can't stay there. So it's very important that I use it to climb. Now I'm good, right? Now I'm in a good spot. If you're comfortable with headquarters and knee cut, you can come back and then work your way here. But I prefer to keep walking. You keep walking, pass. If he tries to bring that leg, you stay underneath it and pass, okay? And we'll talk about going to the other side later, but I think that this is a good option from the beginning. If they pull guard, you can also anticipate that they're gonna put a leg up, and you could pin the leg from the beginning, grab the collar, and immediately start to pass. And you have to really just be stubborn with this position, okay? Any questions, guys? Yes?
If we're pinning a leg when they pull guard, are you pinning the leg that goes up to our hip?
Yes.
Pinning the leg on hip?
You can do both. So it would be probably more effective if you pin the leg that's on the hip, right? So if Kevin pulls guard, I'm gonna pin that same side. If he goes the other way with the leg, then I'm just gonna switch. Yeah. Then I just switch. Okay? That's ideal. I could still go my favorite side, but that's gonna probably be ideal, is picking the side that he goes. Some things other people do, some other options, pull again. They'll use the same side, and that works as well. Just make sure it's pinned. Don't let it come up, because then he can move his hips. The moment I pin, now I can work my position. I can bring my shin close to his shin, right? Put my head down. I can start working into leg drag. So you can do same side, right, of the leg. You can do opposite. Today we're focusing on opposite, so we can have a clearer picture, and we just like minimize distractions and just focus on one thing.
It looks like same side prevents you from going north-south.
Same side Say it again. Like.
Well, because you got
When you
basically
control
next
same
pass.
side.
Right,
North
right, right.
south is out of the question.
Right.
You're gonna have to switch.
So you're gonna have to probably go leg drag. That's why it was easier to go leg drag, which depends on who you're fighting. Some people on the bottom prefer you to go north south because they can invert. So when you have something like that, you can go leg drag. So, but good points. Any other questions, guys? Okay, let's do it. 1, 2, 3.